Alright, so for number one, make sure you're going from left to right. That is a rounded bracket on the 2 to positive infinity. I don't care that arrow's going down. Domains measure left to right. That's going off to the right. That's why it's 2 positive infinity. Fix that, please. The range from the bottom 2 rounded, because that's an open circle, up to square on that 7 because it's not rounded up there. Number 3, be able to evaluate f of 3. Go over to 3 on the x-axis, hit that line, go over, it's 3. Make sure you know the other one where I give you y instead. That means find that on the y-axis first and then find that corresponding x value. So again, know when I'm giving you x and you're finding y, or know when you're given y and you're finding x. Increasing is going up from left to right, from rounded 2 to positive 7. The maximum, since it's a plateau, is 7, 9 with square brackets. The minimum is undefined because this arrow is going down. This is going to go quick, so write those down quick. There's no minimum. It's undefined. Alright, second one. Here we go. This one. Where are they equal? They're equal where they intersect at the point 6, 4. Fix that on your paper. Number 2, f of 9 means go to 9 on the x-axis, hit that f line, should give you 5 when you hit that line correctly, hopefully. G of 4, find 4 on the x-axis, go to that blue line, should give you 2. And the last one, G of 3, I'm second to last, G of 3, find that, that's 1. Find f of 2, that's going to give you 3, and add those together to get 4. Alright, last one on this. Where is the f line more than the g of x line? Where does the f line curve above? And that's where it's above, right there. And now you need to be able to map it. That section of that red line going above is mapped from negative infinity rounded to 6 square, because that's where they start to come together, right there. So write those down quick. This will be online for you to look at your own speed. Next page, here we go. Next page right there. Alright, so for this one is the first of the doubles. You can see this intersects in 2 places at 0, 2, and it also intersects at 10, 7. Rounded brackets because those are coordinates. This one asks, where is the f line above the g line? This is a tough one because there's 2 places that f line go above, and you need to map both of those. So again, the first part where that's dipping above is from negative infinity to 0, and the other place it's dipping above is from 10 to positive infinity. That's where it's curving above, where the f line is curving above the g line in those 2 places. Where the g of x line is on top instead, that's going to be this middle section. That's where the g line is above. So to measure that g line from left to right, from square bracket 0 to square bracket 10, intervals always measure left to right. Always left to right. The only time you measure bottom to top is range. And then of course on this, f of 5, go to the correct line, the red line. That gives you 3. G of 10, go to the correct line. That gives you 7. And then this last one, if I give you y instead, find x, which gives you 0 right there. Alright, write that down. It's going quick. You'll have a chance to watch this at your own speed, tied into tonight's homework. Alright, next problem. Bottom one. Where is it equal? Again, we're building these reps. You need this practice. You need to practice your eyeball math because this is something you're going to look at and think you know it. You don't. You have to practice. Where are those equal? Where are those two lines come together? Let your eyeball tell you what you're looking for. Let your hand write the answer, 5, 4, 11, 7. Where is the F line below? Look at the inequality. This isn't saying above. Look at the inequality. This is saying where is the F line below the G line? Look at the inequality. The F line here below goes from 5 to 11. And then the G of X line, where does that one go below? And I circle here in blue, I believe. The G of X line curves below in 2 places for this one. It goes below right there and right there, and you have to map them. Once you identify what the problem's asking for, you need to map it from left to right with interval notation. So where G of X is lower, from negative infinity to where they're coming together, 5, square bracket. Also, from that other spot they're coming together, square bracket, 11, positive infinity. I don't care that arrow's going down. Intervals measured left to right. That's got a left to right component to it. That's why it's positive infinity. And then the last one there, F5, G5. Find both values and subtract them. And that gives you 0. All right, last page. Oh, second last page. Second last page. All right, domain. This one from -2, positive infinity. Practice, practice. Range, bottom to top, from -3 up to positive infinity. I know it looks like you have a top boundary, but that arrow is going up forever. I think I made a mistake on this one, so watch for it. Decreasing from 1 to 6. Maximum. There is no maximum here. Don't look at what I'm putting here. This is wrong. I made a mistake. Because that arrow is going up, I got faked out myself. The maximum is not 1, 4. Don't put that. Because that arrow is shooting up, I got faked out myself. So that maximum is undefined. The minimum, though, is that little range of points from 6 to 8. I do go back on the video and fix that, but fix it right away. There is no maximum, undefined. All right, next problem. Domain from -infinity. I don't care that that arrow's going up. Domain's measured left to right. That's got a left component to it. That's why it's -infinity. +8, rounded bracket. Range from 1 to positive infinity. Maximum. This one in maximum is undefined, and that made me realize on the problem before that I made a mistake. So here is me going back and fixing that mistake because I'm a bozo crappy teacher. So I'm going to erase that and say whoops. There's no maximum. I got faked out by the very thing I tried to warn you guys about being faked out on. That arrow means it's undefined. So this is going back to the previous one there. So watch out for that. That is undefined. So I did go back and fix that. Now we're going to the original one we were just at. All right, here we go. So domain, range, undefined, maximum, minimum. It's a single point, so write it as a point that is negative or 0, 1. That's the minimum. Find F3. Go to 3 on your x-axis. Hit that line. Look over. That gives me 5. All right, 2 more. Then quiz time. All right, back page. Here we go. Where is the F line? Above more than the G of X line. So you got to know what the inequality is asking when it's asking for more or less. More when it's pointing towards the left. More than. That's right there. That's where the F line is going above. Measured from square bracket 2 to positive infinity. I don't care that arrow's going down. Interval measure left to right. That's going off to the right. That's why it's positive infinity there. Where is the g of x line more than the f of x line? That is right up there. That's where the g line goes above. So now I need to map that from negative infinity from the far left to positive 2. And yes, that is negative infinity. I don't care that that red arrow is going up. Intervals measure from left to right. So that's negative infinity 2 square bracket. And then the last one on here, where are they equal? And they are equal at 2, 5. All right, last one. All right, this one, again, where are they equal? Right there. That's where they're equal, where they come together. Where they're equal, write it as a coordinate. If they have you evaluate more than one value, find them, and they're add or subtract them. Find g of 5, make sure you're going to the correct line, 5. F of 4, go to 4, and go to the correct line, gives me 4. And once you get those two values, subtract them. Same thing with this one, find f of 11, but this one's going to give you a decimal here, I believe. When you go up to 11, it gives you a half. Realize not all numbers in the real world are whole numbers, 0.5. Find g of 10, which is right on the line, which means that's 0 for y right there. So I add those up. That gives me just 0.5. And then the last one, find g of 2, find f of 2. So go over 2 on the x-axis, see what it is for y. Do for both g and f. Stop it right there. Let's go back to that right there. And that equals 3. All right, hopefully you got a chance to write those down.